What's good, guys? What's good? Let me turn down the volume a bit. Okay. What's happening, everybody? Hopefully we're good. It's been a few it's not been a few weeks. I think it's been a week. I think it's been a week or something. Yeah. Haven't been going live in a bit. Been busy, man. Being a little bit involved. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How's it, Albert? You good? Yeah, it's not been a long time. It's been maybe a few weeks now, maybe a week and some days. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but sometimes I just vanish off the scene. Sometimes I disappear. Sometimes I'm like nowhere to be found, and I just pop up like I'm here. But yeah, it's always good to be here. Always good. So I'm back on stream here. Just thought of giving you guys a couple breakdowns here and there and interacting with you. Yeah, I have a couple guests that are on the waiting list. Yeah, a lot of guests on the waiting list. But again, I've just not been going live as such. Sometimes I get busy. But anyway, we're back here. Someone says it's been a minute. It's not been a minute, it's been weeks. It's been a week. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Afternoon, man. Hopefully you're good. Hopefully everybody's good. Yeah, so let me just get to it. All right. I use Exness, so don't ask me which broker I use. Link is in the description somewhere. Okay. Just buy. I put this sometimes because I get a lot of people asking what broker do you use and stuff. Because I understand brokers is like a very important thing. It's like a very important subject, right? Everybody wants to know like what broker do you use? I want to use the same broker. What are the reasons why I use that broker? So just in case you're wondering, as we go on the stream, you guys already know right from the start of it. In case you're new and all that kind of stuff, just know that I use Exness all the time. I haven't changed. I don't think of changing anytime soon. I don't have a reason to change. Brokers is a very important subject, and I always want to stay loyal to my own platform that works for me. So yeah, just in case you're wondering. But let's get on to okay, we have BTC here. I was doing some kind of like analysis here. It was on a 50 minutes time frame. I was waiting to see if price could come here. I think it came actually. The time I put this up before this down push. Yeah, so price came here, touched this level here, kind of like an exhaustion level. I think it's become bigger actually, so could raise it to somewhere here. Before it was just like up to here. Now we can raise it. And I only raised this exhaustion. You know why? Because of the weeks. Like if you see this wick here, there's a wick right here. So the length of the wick, its height, is my exhaustion level. It's basically. So of course I can't put exhaustion like this. Okay, like if you look left, I can't put this as exhaustion. It's way too big, right? Yeah, it's just way too big. Price sometimes can come into that area, and maybe just like create like a new structure and stuff. But currently we have exhaustion here on a 50 minutes time frame on BTC. Access is the way to go. Yeah, that's BTC, right? 100%. So this is BTC. We are currently about like 30 minutes into New York session. So we formed like two 50-minute candles, then we have the third one right now that's actually in motion. I think price to some extent can come back into this area. Then maybe I could look for buys if it comes back into this area. Yeah, if it comes back here, maybe I could look like for potential buys. But again, if it breaks this level, I know it could come all the way here before we can anticipate further buys. All right. But sometimes we could come here and then go back, retest this exhaustion, then come to the downside. All right. Well, because candles are printing bearish, I would say that there's a high possibility of maybe, a push to the downside, kind of like because there's some sort of like exhaustion here as well to the upside somewhere here. We have exhaustion here too. Let me put a link. Let me put a a line somewhere here. We have exhaustion there too. So this is exhaustion, but also it bothers me every time when we are leaving a resensation after creating a high like London, and then the current session just opens within the resensation, right? It bothers me. So why it bothers me is because I always try to understand if the low of that resensation could be taken out, then there's a high chance that price could go to the downside. But if this high could be taken out, there's a high chance. So that also means this, all right? I'm going to put out like a line here. There's a level here. If you look closely, okay, I'll put a line somewhere here. This will become some kind of like a resistance level, okay? This is going to be a resistance level. Okay, let's say this is a resistance level, okay? So if this is resistance, the only time we're going to look for buys, guys, is if we can break this recent resistance level. It could be 15, it could be 30, all right? Only if we can break this resistance, I think we can go to the upside. But again, if we don't break this resistance, I think price has a high chance of moving to the downside. But again, downside motion for me would only be if we come below here, okay? That's going to be like more confirmation. All right. Why here would have taken out recent London sessions low. All right. And then maybe we can aim for this level. Okay. Maybe we can aim for this level here. Yeah. If we break, only if we break. So I can't say we've broken yet. So we need to look for confirmation. Again, we can come here and create support. Very important. We could come here and create support. So I'd say it's based on the price action that's yet to come. So depending on that, well, maybe we can look for potential buys or sells, whatever the case may be. Subject to that. Top dog in the house. What's up, my man? You good? It's good to hear from you again. You always will. Always will. You don't need to stress about that. You always will. Please check out gold. No stress. Don't worry. I'll come to that. What are you guys trading, though? Just let me know in the chat box as well. What are you guys trading right now? I haven't taken any trades so far for the day. I'm looking forward to my first trade of the week and the day, so I can't say I have taken any. What are you guys trading right now? It's time to blow some accounts. It's time to blow some accounts. Yeah, but you most likely won't if you're here trading crude oil. Okay, what are you guys trading? Let me know in the chat box. What are you guys trading right now? So I have to also update you guys on something. I'm going to be doing a very small, intimate educational program this Saturday, all right? It's going to be ongoing even after that, all right? So don't worry about that. So just in case you might think it's one day. No, it's not. Right? So I'm going to be doing like an educational program. We're calling it Master Torch. Some of you guys already know about it, and I see some of you guys already registered and you're part of it. But again, for some of you guys who don't know about it, I'll put a link here. I think it's part of this stream, so you guys could register. It's not a free program, no. Okay, there's a small fee attached to it. I think it's about like maybe $60 or like 50 something dollars or something. All right, so you guys can register if you want to. All right, it's very small group of people, right? Very intimate small group, right? I just want to do some education and close it off the year. After that, I'm getting busy with a couple of things as well, so you guys can join. And if you want to get the insights to my trading style, relation with volumes, what I call volume profiles, in relation to trends, how I identify trends in the market. It's not just like high highs and high lows, right? So you guys know I'm not only basic to things like that. All right. So if you want to understand fundamentals as well, you want to understand how I think and react, the whole psychology kind of like a part of trading, you can look forward to that. So I'll be doing this Saturday. So the only reason why you have few days to it is because I just want to do it with a very small group of people. All right. So if you want to, you could. If you don't want to, that's still fine. Right. So cool stuff. Link is in the description to this video. Right. So you guys can join it. Please look at gold. No stress. Don't worry about that. What's been your biggest loss before Mr. Nas? I honestly can't remember. It's been a long time. Maybe it was like what 7,000, 8,000 USD, something like that. I just can't remember. It's been a long time. Right. Yeah, let's look at gold now, right? Let's check out gold. Someone says already registered. Nice. I see a lot of people registering. I think we have like 25 slots, but I see like 13 slots gone, which is good. I see a lot of people prioritize education because people understand that when you fail at something, the only way out is to acquire education around it. There's probably somebody else somewhere that's doing it right. Okay, so that's if you want to. Well, you could also decide on continuously keep on failing. Okay, so you could keep on experimenting, practicing, and whatever. But again, sometimes I think it comes to a point where you feel like, hey, I'm losing money. I've been losing for so long. I keep losing. Okay, I keep lowering account. And that time is crucial because you have to make a decision. It should be a wise decision. And that decision should be, who can I learn from? Or who can educate me? Who is doing it better? Or who is doing it rightly? Okay, then maybe you could hang out with those people, maybe hit them up and try and understand how they're doing this stuff. Have you met nah, never met that guy. Never met him. Not yet. But maybe we'll meet someday. Just maybe. Registered already. Keep it burning anytime. This is the last educational setting I'm doing for this year. I'm sticking to my word. So if you guys want to learn, make sure. It's about $60, $50, I think, something like that. All right. So yeah, let's look at gold in a bit. Let's look at gold. So we have gold here. Let's check out what's happening with gold. Okay, I've had some analysis here. You can see how my charts look, which means I've been analyzing here. So I was looking at, this was during London session. Yeah, nice push to the downside during London. And these are very easy movements. Like, I wish I was looking at the charts at the time, just that I wasn't. Sometimes I come on the charts and be like, wow, I could have caught this easily. Let me show you how exactly we could have caught this, how we could take advantage of this move. Right now, if you look at here, there's like some kind of like a resistance level, right? We'll look at this push and we'll look at where markets could head to from here. Okay, so we have this area here, which is basically a resistance level, right? Price got into this level, all right, and then check this out. There was like a retracement, all right? The trend originally was a bearish trend. From what I see, this looks like a very strong bearish market originally, right? And if you check, okay, if you check this Fib, I'll put it like somewhere here because I'm looking at this recent high, and then also I'm looking at this recent low. Then my area of interest is here. Look at how London is in confluencing with my Fib right there. How London sessions open is right where my Fib level is, and you could see the volume coming in when this candle here closed bearish, strong big body candle. What I was going to do here was simply take a sell right there, and then put a stop above somewhere here, and then maybe put a TP to somewhere down here, which is going to be like a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. This looks like perfection. Easy setup, to be honest with you. Very easy. This is you trading a continuation in a retracement form, if that makes sense. This is like, the trend is downtrending, and then you also know for a fact that price could retrace, because obviously every time markets open, price is going to retrace. All right, so this was today's open right here. Price went up, came down, retraced up, and then came to the downside. So the main movement here was downtrending movements. All right, so look at what's happening right now. Let's take out all this here. We had good trades last week with let me show you guys. We had good trades last week with we have a signal platform. We had amazing trades. I don't know if you guys are part of it, but we did have amazing trades last week. A lot of amazing trades. Let me see if I can show you guys this platform. And you can join it as well. Just open your account and you're in. Stop sharing this. Let me show you guys something here. I want to share like a different screen. Um, okay, can't see this window here. Where is it? I was actively trading last week. So active, extremely active, I would say. All right. So this is platform that we have. It's called a VIP platform. For some reason, we call it a VIP platform. Yeah, I don't know why we call it VIP, to be honest, but we just call it VIP. And that's the platform right there. All right. So I think that's the last trade we took. Yeah, it was a trade on, what is it? It was a trade on gold. It was a sell on gold. Analysis was sent right there on a 30 minutes time frame. All right. Price went, I think, around like 300 points. That was on a Friday, Independence Day. Probably one of my best trades last week. And I think we did like 30 points. Yeah. And then before then, we took a loss. You can see there. And I tell everybody here that one thing about being in here is you see everything. You see the losses, the profits, all transparent. We don't hide nothing, right? So we took a loss on this trade here, but it was minimal. I think we took a loss of like 31 points. Imagine you take 31 point loss, then right after that you make about like 300 points. That's like 100% back, you know. Well, 200% back actually, you know. So yeah, we've had a very good run in here. I think I got to withdraw like 2,000 the other day. It's nothing crazy, but again, we had a trade that played out that made me withdraw that much. So you can see the withdrawal that came right there, $2,000. Then we had a trade playing out right before then. This was to perfection. Roughly, I think around as well, maybe around 300, 200 points. I think something like that. I don't know, but yeah, you guys can join this platform if you want trades. I would say, okay. Just join it. All you have to do is open an Exodus account and that's it. Then you fund it, then you're in. All right. Yeah. Let me bring back the charts. Right. Let's look at gold in detail now. All right. Let's try and understand exactly what gold could do from here. All right. I do strongly believe that from here, it might push to the upside. Pushing to the upside is in two ways, right? The first way would be price retracing across this level, all right? Side facts, okay? And simply because we have an area here that's being created. This is like some kind of like a support level, if you see it. Yeah, it is support because you can see a bullish candle right here breaking above the recent high of the bearish candle and closing bullish. Then we have New York station starting around London station's low, closing into it. So most likely price is going to go to the upside. So it might go to the upside in two ways. Might go back to this level or might cross above this level and go to the upside, right? But I do think, well, let me not say 100%, but I do think there's a high chance that price is going to go to the upside. So I might also be looking for a trade, though this will be me counter trading, all right? And I'll show you guys how I'm going to take it. I might also be looking for a trade here, which will be me counter trading. In a sense, well, you might think I'm going against a trend, but ideally, I have a few confirmations as well in place. All right, so this kind of close bullish support's being created. We also are closing above this level, 23.6, all right? And all these are confluences I use from time to time, which are things that you could learn detail, how exactly to put two and two together, all right? So I think it's all about that, how you can put two and two together. Some guy somewhere is claiming to have withdrawn $11 million. What do you have to say about that? Who's that guy? He withdrew 11 million? I don't know. I haven't seen that. I haven't been on social media of late as such. Really? He's a Zambian guy? I think I would know any trader in Zambia who would withdraw anything like that. Right now, I don't know any. I'm not talking down on anybody, but I just don't know any right now who can withdraw $11 million. No, even some of my friends, they can't do that. I have close friends that are traders too, and they have their own things and whatever. They can't withdraw 11 million right now. No, they can't. They can't. So I don't know who that person is for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, whatever. How much to join the group? You don't get charged anything. Recently blown account due to misinformation, ready to learn and earn from the forex wisdom. Well, you know the beauty about making mistakes, right? Because now you find yourself in a position where you blew an account. It means you made a mistake, all right? And you can learn from that mistake and try and accumulate some kind of like information that should push you ahead. All right. So blow your account. Don't go back. Fund it quickly. Go learn first, then you can fund it after that. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so let's look at gold. Gold is moving here. I was talking about getting into buys, right? Yeah. And then the setup is already good. I might send this setup to the platform. So I'm gonna be buying here. And we're gonna put a stop below this level. Don't ask me why we are trading on a 5 minutes time frame. And then we could move to the upside. Let's see first. We could move to the upside there, but I don't like the risk reward ratio here. Maybe okay, let's see. There's a level here that I'm trying to aim for on a 5 minutes time frame. Do you see this level? It's a resistance level on the left side. It's part of the structure that the market is leaving behind. So if that structure is taken out, I do highly think that price could go to the upside. Yeah. Well, I could initially be aiming for 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, depending on the volume, but ultimately could close my trades at this green line. Okay. So waiting to see how this candle can close. I'm going to look for buys, guys. I'm not looking for sells on gold right here. I'm not looking for sells. No, I'm not. But I have to confirm the trade as well. Maybe if I get a confirmation, I'll get it. Is a Master Torch online? It's online. It's not in person. I have a funded Exodus account. How do I join the VIP? To see me up, send me a screenshot of your account and then you're going to get inside. Screenshot of your funded account. If it's not funded, you can't get in. I respect you because you don't involve yourself in drama. Really? Well, I think if I'm gonna get myself in any drama, it must be of my level. there's some level of drama that befits me. Yeah, I'm not a anybody. Okay, so you need to understand that I'm not anybody, guys. I'm getting into this trade here. I'm not just anybody. Yeah, I'm getting into a buy here. Yes. Oh, market's moving already. Such a beauty to see. Yeah, I got into a buy here, guys. I don't know what you're seeing, but this is what I'm seeing here. This is what I'm seeing here. I do think price could go up significantly, but it also depends on the volume that's there. So, you know, it's all in the measure of the volume. So let's measure volume as price is obviously moving. So in my first trade of the day, and also first trade of the week. Don't ask me for TPs and what. No, don't ask me for that. This is not a signal platform. This is me trading live with you. But I got into like one position. You know why? I want to see if you look left, right? Let me put this up as well. If you look left, this looks like a whole field with a lot of candles ranging. Okay, would also mean that sometimes price could come here and start ranging and pull back in. All right, so one position, not bad, to just understand if price can close above this red line. You see the red line I have here? Okay, let me say area of interest. Okay, very important red line. This red line here, if price starts to close above it, if you look left, there's less traffic above that level. Okay, but currently there's traffic on the left side. Above this red line, there's less traffic. It means price could run, okay, depending on the volume that's also there. So yeah, let's just observe that. Could be a good trade or not. So I'm up $15 on the same trade. Okay, on the same candle. Okay. I haven't hit the sound of the MT5 Probably my phone was far off, but check. Have a trade here. I don't play those silly games. When I say I'm getting a trade, I get into a trade. I don't do those weird, silly games of, screenshot what and what. No, I am so focused on making my money, and just that. My ex is also funded. You know what to do. Just hit me up and you get at it. So simple as that. I'm asking why you're trading on M5. Well, sometimes I do. It's just for a build up. This is just a build up. All right. I'm just looking at the structure here. I was actually going to get in even somewhere down here when this kind of close bullish. If I'm trading on the 5 minutes time frame, I don't have like one strategy. Okay, I have like a combination of strategies, and sometimes it's scalping, sometimes it's day trading. Rarely is it swing trading. All right, so sometimes you look at me trading on the 5 minutes. I kind of might be in a scalping phase. You see me trading on a 31 hour. It could be in a day trading phase. You see me trading on okay, you already will see me trading on a 4-hour time frame. Maybe if I'm just looking for like an initial, rounded off, analysis of a particular market and stuff. So, yeah. But rarely will you see me doing that. Rarely. Someone says, how much is the Signal platform? It's I think 1,000 kwacha or something. Duration of, well, there's details. There's a link, right? So go check the link. There's details on that link. Everything is there. So just go check. All right. That's why we put the link has all information, everything you need to know. So yeah. What else are you guys trading right now? Okay, drawdown right now on gold, but it's okay. It's one position. I most likely will add positions if we cross that red line. Yeah. If you cross the red line, maybe I'll add positions. What else are you guys trading? I know Nasdaq is gonna get busy in like 30 something minutes from now, maybe like 36 minutes from now. Right now it's not that busy, so we'll look at it as well. But what else are you guys trading? Let me know in the chat box right here. What's that green line for? Green line is the open of the day. I just put it there, like when the day opened, pricing was right there. So I kind of like understand that where price opens is very important and crucial for every day's trading range. Things that I'll talk about in the master touch, right? Like you need to understand a daily trading range every time you're trading any asset. Okay, understand its peaks. Understand its medium price ranges. It's very important for you as well. Understand where it opens, right? Where price opened as of the day. Understand that as well. It's crucial because price can get attracted to that level, okay, that pricing, and this is all fundamental gameplay. Of course, it's like you can interpret this in like technicals, but it's all fundamental gameplay. Where price opened at could be an attraction point as the day unfolds. All right, could be an attraction point or could be a release point. Release point means that could be an area where volume is unleashed. All right, it could also be an area where price is attracted if it's far off that spot. Well, we'll talk about that in the master touch, right? This Saturday, just a few guys, online Zoom calls, and we have like a private WhatsApp group as well. And you guys interact with me. We do like video calls. I give you guys advice on business in general. A couple other things that comes with the business of trading besides trading itself. Then you get to see what I also do, right? So yeah, should be exciting. I like such things, like just a small group of people. You just like discuss trading and you get to teach them and they learn and understand these things. Don't you feel 3:30 is a good scalping Nasdaq and US30? Well, it could be because that's obviously the exchange opening time. So most likely, but right now we're trading gold. So we're in buys on gold right now. Check out BTC. Okay, we looked at BTC. You promised to share your scalping strategy on the last stream. Yes, I think I promised to share it in the master touch, not to everybody else. Or maybe if I wanted to share it with the public, I changed my mind. Okay, maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I changed my mind. What's happening to my music? My music won't play. Oh, it's playing now. Okay, nice. Okay. Ask me some questions. Let's go. Ask me some questions. Why aren't you live on Facebook? Facebook banned me from going live. I can't go live anymore. I don't know why. I just can't go live. But it's not that important. I've always been going live on YouTube, so YouTube is more important than Facebook. What do you think about trading synthetics? Any testimony? Well, every asset is good to trade, but if it's called synthetics, ask me why it's called synthetics. Think about it. Why are they calling it synthetics? Do you know what synthetics means? Something not real, something fake. Well, something close to real, but it's not actually real. You know what? You know that's what synthetic means actually. Well, I'm not against you trading synthetics. I also have at some point, but I'm against you trading an asset that's only provided by one platform alone. No other platform provides that asset. It's not backed by any economical data. It's not backed by anything in real life. People do make money. Yes, I'm not against that. Don't come at me like, oh, but people make money. You know, I have a friend of mine. He flipped. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, nobody cares about that. That's not the point of the conversation. All right, but if it's only one platform that provides the pricings of a particular asset, and that asset is only provided by that platform, well, guess what? The platform has full control to even manipulate. They have full control. Because, well, look, the only time you can get to track manipulation is, well, we're in profits and gold right now. The only time you can track manipulation, don't say I didn't tell you. Okay, I always come here, trade live. I show you guys everything, withdrawals, entries, and stuff. So don't say nothing. So I get in trades live. I show you why I'm getting in trades. We make money on the live. We close on the live. We show you withdrawals too. What else don't I show you that you guys need to see? I don't know, but I think I do show you everything. Yeah, I do that almost every time. So my main point of argument is this: if one platform only provides pricing for a particular commodity, asset, whatever, all right, that also means it's very hard for you to track manipulation, because all of these automated systems that are generating pricing for those assets, okay, because as it stands, it's automatically generated. All synthetics, jump. Oh man, look at that. Did you guys see that? What did I tell you, right? I speak at markets do what? Markets move. Yeah. Look. Did I tell you to do that? Yeah. Few people do this. So you need to respect this. It's not a playground for anybody. Tell me how much you're up if you took the trade too. Few people do this. Okay. Yeah. I'll come back to the conversation. Tell me how much you're up right now. Tell me how much you're up. That's my biggest interest. Okay. Tell me how much you're up. My biggest interest. Just tell me how much you're making right now. I don't care if it's $2. Just tell me. Or if you didn't make any money, just say $0, because maybe you didn't take the trade. You're a weak person. You're very weak. You are so weak. Weak person who fails to take advantage of things before their eyes. Like 70 people here, and the person hosting this stream has been hosting streams for years, doing the same thing over and over again, and they call out a trade, and then you have an account and you don't take that trade. You're so weak. You're very weak. Yeah. You're a very weak person. Because what's making you doubt these trades? What's making you think twice about it? Oh, you think we're playing games? You think I'm just kidding. But anyway, show me how much you guys are making. Kindly shed more light on the entry. I think I just showed all that before we. Yeah, there's still room for this trade to move some more. So this is not anything much as yet. So I don't expect you to be making a lot of money and stuff. Okay. There's also still room for this trade to reverse and do and go straight to the stop. But we know that's trading, right? Yeah, we know that's trading. But let's focus on it going to the upside. Because right now, if this candle, it's gonna close in like 3 minutes. If this candle, this one that's moving, if it closes bullish, it's gonna close above the red line. Remember the red line? It's gonna close above the red line. If it closes above that red line, what's gonna happen is that if you look left, there's clean traffic. The only traffic again comes in somewhere here, which is close to my green line. So you'll be up maybe around like, let's see, how many points would that be? You'll be up by then maybe around 200 points. Yes, 200 points. Only if that happens. This guy made $60. This guy's making 50, 20, 93. And guess what? The master torch I'm hosting on Saturday, it's only for, let me get the pricing values right. Let me ask how much it is actually. Yeah, I have a team of mine that sets all these things. It's not like I just wake up and say, guys, pay this much. Everything we do is well coordinated. It's not a money making venture or whatever. It's well coordinated. Let me see. How much is this? Okay. I'm not getting a response here. But I think it should be in Kwacha or something. It should be in Kwacha. Yeah, it's actually $68. Yes. $68. This Saturday. Yes, so what I was saying, guys, is this. If one platform provides all the pricings for whatever asset that's there, right? It's very hard for you to track manipulation, right? It's easy if everything is audited, all right, through different third-party systems, third-party companies, third-party platforms, and all of that stuff, right? But if they are the only providers, questionable. It doesn't mean you can't make money. You can, only if the house lets you have it. If the house lets you have it that day, maybe you're going to make some money. Well, also they can let you have it to a certain extent. I'm not mentioning any names, but again, I hope you get what I mean, right? So even if you come to Exness and you open an Exness account and then you're wondering, well, what assets does Exness provide in terms of their courts, right? Well, okay, fine. They provide gold, XAU USD. Okay, they provide pound USD, pound yen, Nasdaq. They provide BTC USD. Well, it's easy to understand manipulation by also checking the correlation in price movements with other platforms as well, okay? Because what then you can do is check, well, how is Nasdaq pricing on Exness right now as compared to maybe a different platform? Maybe 3, maybe 5 other platforms, maybe 10 other platforms. And it makes it easy for you to audit and understand, fine, is this normal pricing in terms of movements, right? So I hope you get it anyway. So I didn't say you can't make money, but you can. So whatever it is, it's just what it is. When you say a weak person, you sound like Ted. I'm not him, and he's not me. Okay, trade is back to the entry. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Not making noise anymore. Trade is back to the entry. Someone says, what asset is this? This is gold, man. This is gold. This is XAU USD. This is gold. Up 100. Ooh, nice. Nice. Okay. But I'm sure now you're down. You're down something. What other assets are you guys trading right now? Yeah, I'm still holding this trade. You know, I'm all about that, right? So I hold the trade, stop loss, TPs, whatever. So right now, ooh, red screen. Have you ever thought of trading silver? I once did, not really once, but I once was trading silver at some point, some time back. Was a very good asset then. I think it still is now. I don't know. I haven't traded in a while, but I do trade oil from time to time. So I know oil is good commodity as well. So what I do is, out of all the commodities that you have gold, silver, zinc, oil, and many other commodities, right? I choose to trade just a few, okay? And the reason being is I just want to understand the flow of price for these commodities. Simple, all right? It's very hard for you to trade everything and become profitable. It's easy if you have a selected few assets that you can trade long-term, okay? easy for you to master their behavior, easy for you to also understand their pricing and just get like to backtest your strategy and see if it works on those assets. Okay, so I don't trade silver right now. I don't. Do you use news analysis? Yes, I do. So like right now, I know that. Let me show you guys the screen. So we're still in a government shutdown, right? We've been in this government shutdown for the last couple of weeks now, but quite an interesting week because we have FOMC on a Wednesday. Well, FOMC's time has been ascertained already. Check. FOMC time on 29th of October has already been ascertained. It's 7 p.m. this week. 7 p.m. I enjoy trading these ones. If you are in my Signal platforms, you guys know that I enjoy trading these ones. And we all trade them live and stuff. So we have time for FOMC. So could mean it could happen, but some extent could mean times could change as well. Could be revised. Okay, you see this? Revision, cancellation. Could be cancelled as well. Could be delayed. Yeah, could be delayed. But again, at least right now we know it's 7 p.m. So wait for that day, 7 p.m. I think it's the most important fundamental of the week for the dollar. Yeah, I know Euro also has a monetary policy, which is the actual fund rate, which is the actual interest rate as well, set for Thursday. Interest rate for the Euro, Thursday. Yeah, so that could happen. What pro firm do you recommend? I don't recommend any. I don't recommend any right now. Oh. Let's go back on the charts, right? Yeah, man, gold is back in the entry, but we hold the trade anyway. So let's look at Nasdaq. Let's try and understand and see where Nasdaq could be headed to, getting into New York session. If you look at the daily time frame, I looked at this even before. Well, the candle shouldn't be like that. Should it be like that? Well, it looks like it. Oh yeah, it moved earlier. I saw it. Mhm. Let me try and check a different time frame. But I know it moved earlier today. This was a move today. But if you look at the 4-hour time frame, very strong bullish market. I'm sure for what you can see. Very, very strong bullish market. I can't say we should start anticipating any reversals or like, a pause in movement to the upside. I can't really say that as of now. What I can say is you could obviously wait for further breakouts to the upside. Most likely that should help you, like big time, if you're going to trade this asset in particular. Let me try and refresh the page. I don't know why I don't have something here popping up. Where is the asset? There we go. Okay, there we have it. So what I was saying here is the best thing you can do, anticipate breakouts to the upside, maybe like here, anticipate price breaking out here. No, I haven't added any position. Okay, sharing the screen now. I haven't added any position. I haven't added any position to gold. No, I haven't. I haven't. Sorry, guys. I forgot to share the screen here. I think you can see it now. Are you going to be in Quito anytime soon? Yes, I should be. I think 3rd week of December, if not 2nd or 3rd week of December. Yeah. So just be on the lookout. I could be in Quito at that time. Now you can see the chart. The chart is right here. Sorry about that. So what I meant here is you could wait and anticipate for further breakouts. Okay. We broke out of London sessions high. Okay. Recently, this is an area of interest here. We broke out of London sessions high, and then price came back to retest this level. Break, retest. What next happens? Well, we could push to the upside, right? Correct. So then if you're not in a trade right now, the best you can do is wait to see if price can break this level. For sure, we could get a very good continuation to the upside, which you could maybe anticipate, on maybe on a 15, maybe on a 30 minutes time frame like the one I have right now, or maybe you could go to 15 like this. I think it's close range. The pricings look almost the same. So Yeah, could see what happens then. Why is my chart delaying to load here? I don't know what's happening. We can't see the chart. You can't see the chart. The chart is right here now. Let me do this. Let me put back the chart once again. I think you should see it now. Yeah, I'm assuming you should see the chart now. Let me know. Type a 1 if you can see the chart now. I have a chart here now. Type a 1. Just type a 1. Maybe I had a network glitch. No, I didn't add positions to gold. No, because I was waiting to see if the red line could be taken out, but the candle didn't close. Okay, fine. People can see the chart actually. I'm seeing a lot of ones here. So I was waiting to see if maybe price could close above the red line. Okay, you see that? It didn't really close. The candle went up, with a rejection. The next candle came back down here. So I couldn't add a position right there. Right? So solidly, if maybe price starts to close like up there, maybe I could add a position. Right now, it looks like we're back into this range. Like if you look from here, left, we're back into this range here. That's how it looks right now. So can't add a position. No. I'm not a type to add to a losing position. Okay. What I deem a losing position is a trade that's not in profit. Okay. I'm only a type to add to a winner. If the trade is rate, don't add on to it. It's already suffocating you enough to add more to it. Yeah. Check your Nasdaq. Okay, fine. Let's check out Nasdaq. But I was looking at it earlier. There's no entry confirmation here, not as yet. But I do think that maybe if price would break here, we could get like a very nice buy. Okay, and it's close actually, very very close. Yeah, extremely close. Are you in a trade on gold? Yes, I'm in a buy on gold. I'm in a buy on gold, man. I'm in this buy here. This one. You see it? That's my trade right there. Yeah. If you look at the 50 minutes candle on gold, let's look at it. You realize that there's on this 50 minutes on gold, 50 minutes, there's a low right there, okay, which I do think if it's taken out, potentially price could go to the downside. Well, could range further, could go to the downside or whatever. Yeah, this stop needs to be slightly below this candle. Which should still give us a 1 to 3 around here. Yeah. This is more of trading a continuation than a retracement. Okay. Because price has been creating new lows and then it got here, created support. We'll see if that actually happens. But I'm not banking so much on this. Reason why I have one position only, because banking on it was going to be if I noticed volume was increasing, right? So volume hasn't increased as yet. There's no much volume here. So the only time if volume increased, then potentially was going to be good to add a position. Maybe adding a position like right here. Yeah, it was going to be good. Right now it's not. Yeah. Okay, let's look at what we started with. We started with BTC here. BTC got into this area and it is sort of like creating support. Yeah, but I doubt it's down, going slightly down. But also we can judge if the candle closes, this candle. Maybe if it closes bullish. Yeah, just maybe. Head and shoulder on BTC. Yeah, I see that. Funny enough, I don't really trade those patterns as such, but I see what you mean. You're talking about shoulder here, right? And then head there, right? And then shoulder here, right? And then we're somewhere here. So maybe if we close off like this, you want to trade this, right? This is like a very renowned pattern in the trading space, right? If price was to break this low, okay, then it goes to the downside. Correct. So right now price is like somewhere here. So hasn't broken. Could still go up. Still has a lot of room to do that. Someone says, it is very true that some brokers do manipulate price. I'm currently looking at how candles are printing on this broker. Candles are printing downside, but on TradingView, gold is actually going to the upside. Yeah. Manipulation is a true thing because they are the ones that are providing the pricing. So very possible that you could be getting manipulated. Very possible. On a slow week, do you ever trade or you just don't trade? On a slow week, sometimes I do trade, but they should be limited, few trades, because I keep myself to, if you notice, I only take like 1 to 2 trades every single day. I don't take more than 3 trades. Well, let me not say more than 3. I don't take more than 2 trades. It's rare when I take 2 trades initially or more, right? I could take 1 and then the last one and that's it. Yeah, so I kind of feel like it also helps me to remain composed and also just treat trading as a business, right? You can't make more than 2 emotional decisions that in a day that evolve around money. So you're better off making 2 max and that's it. So care less about the 3rd one, the 4th one, the 5th one, the 6th one. Most of you guys do that and you lose money continuously, right? There's nothing wrong with losing money on a single trade, but there's something wrong if you're going to be losing money on multiple trades in one day, one short space of time. Then there's really something wrong. Because I'll see some of you guys trade until your account is blown. Like you're just going to be trading until the account is blown. Please talk about the break-even stage and how you go about it. Or you just keep pushing out onto your strategy, refine it. By adding on, I mean understand what you're doing wrong, even while you're using the right stuff now. Figure out that, then refine, start doing more right, then probably you're going to get out of that stage. That's the only thing that's putting you there, is you have the same amount of wins much as losses as well. So you're bound to remain at break even. But again, if you could understand what wrong you're doing mostly, then you could obviously find it. Yeah. Let's check out gold. Slow market so far. I was expecting gold to have moved by now. Very slow. But maybe because it already moved earlier. That could be a factor as well. Yep. Maybe because it moved earlier. Could be a factor. But also somebody says it's forming a head and shoulder. Well, yeah, just like somebody else said on BTC, like this could be a shoulder, and then this could be a head, and maybe this could be a shoulder, right? Then maybe that could be, well, that's true. That's true. Well, if you're trading this, well, that's true. So currently we're somewhere here, right? So maybe price wants to create that shoulder and break off the neckline, then go to the upside. Well, that's not my kind of trading personally, but again, I get what you mean. So, yeah. Zambia has elections next year. Crazy how time flies by. Do you guys think from the time we got a new president that we've seen more good than bad? Do you guys think the economy is like grown from the time, well, according to your performance or according to the opportunities you see, that maybe the ones you get, do you kind of feel like you've been getting more opportunities since the last regime, or was it any worse? I think it's very important to reflect on things like that, especially if you're one person who really votes, because you're going to be making a very important decision very soon, yet again, just like you did some time back. Politics while trading, man. This is the everything playground. We do everything here. Yeah, that candle is rejecting this level. Bad signs, man. Bad signs. Rejecting this level. But we'll still stick to the stop and just wait. Yeah, I mean, we're having this conversation with somebody the other day, and I just wanted to hear a piece of his head. Like, you vote. I didn't say I don't, but I said you vote. Do you think you're getting any opportunities coming your way more than the last governance, or maybe it's just a whole worse situation? The Kwacha gained some value recently. That's a pro. Yeah, but where was it at from the last government that was in power, right? Where was it at? Where was it at? The excess rate in 2021, was it around 27, 20? Okay, let's look at the chart for the Kwacha itself. It's going to make it easy for us to understand that, right? Let's look at the chart for the Kwacha. Let's say ZMK. Is it ZMK? No, ZMW. Yeah. Let's look at the chart for the Kwacha here. Well, there are stations here too, but I'm more interested in the daily time frame. I'm more interested in the daily time frame. Kwacha has gained so much value. Let's look at 2021, right? Okay, let's put it on a monthly. In fact, let's put it on a monthly time frame. I just want to understand something, guys. Pardon me for all this. I just want to understand something. Okay, it's gained moderately, but let's look at 2021. There. This is okay. Let's look at October of 2021, around this time in 2021. All right. This is 1st of October. This is where the price of Kwacha was at here. Somewhere here. Do you notice that Kwacha has actually lost so much value since 2021? Do you notice that? Well, to somebody who doing their technical analysis, they might say, oh, you know what, fine, there's a support level here that was taken out. I mean, the resistance level that now became support. Maybe price is finding support here, and then maybe it could go to the upside. Well, that's okay. But also, do you notice that this is an absolute downtrend? Okay, do you notice that this is an absolute downtrend? We're here, went up and went down, and all this stuff, and went up and we came down and went up, and we're here, and then we're somewhere. Let's say we're somewhere here. All right, an extract of this is an ideal downtrend. So it's true that that Kwacha has lost so much value since 2021. Well, it is true. Can we cut the loss now? Well, if you want to, you could cut the loss now. Yeah. You see, you trade according to your account size, right? So for my account size, cutting the loss, because I use one position, it's not that bad right now. It's just like, yeah. But you could cut the loss if you want to. Do you notice that there's been so much loss of value since 2021? Someone says, do you have an exit criteria or do you just let price hit your take profit? Well, sometimes I do that. Sometimes my exit criteria is that I observe how candles are closing. If candles start to break each other's lows, depending on the time frame I'm looking at, then I know price might go to, like what gold is doing right now. It's breaking the 50 minutes time frame candle, recent candle's low. Well, that also could mean that price is a little bit intentional about going to the downside. But also, if you look at the 30 minutes time frame, its low is, I think, around like 40, 30. I'm waiting to see if that could be taken out. Then, obviously, call off the trade. So I do have, I don't think, okay, we'll be leaving the office next year. Well, it's not about who will or who wouldn't. I'm just trying to understand, like, what do you guys think, like, based on how the whole economy has been treating you. Of course, it's safe to say you can't give one government just one term to make the best focus of whether they're good government or not. Because everybody also would say, well, it's just one term, or it's just one, it's just one, one term. So they need more time and all of that stuff. But also, it's very important to get down to the dots of, are things getting any better or any worse, right? And that's a decision you make for yourself anyway. Why don't things become cheap when the kwacha gains value? I don't know. I think it's just safe to say that even if the kwacha gains value, things don't easily become cheap. Yeah, it's like prices rise faster than they drop. So even if it gains value, well, we can't say it's gained more value from 2021 as of now. So can't say that. Gold is hit a stop. Let's check it out. Gold most likely hit a stop. Let's look at the 5 minutes. That's been a bullish trend on gold, man. Long-term bullish trend. I don't know if this could be the end of this trend, or maybe. Okay, price is back in the range. Yeah, safe to say price is back in the range. Very safe to say price is back in the range. Yeah. Well, maybe because we failed to close above this red line, critical level. If we did, maybe we would have gotten more volume, and maybe we don't have now. Yeah, I still have a little bit of some space here to my stop. I have this space here. So, well, there is potential. Oh, look at that. Stop hit. Crazy, man. Crazy. $300 lost here. Yeah. Could have closed earlier, but I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah. We got to stop here. Here. It's a harsh start of the week. Yeah. I still do think there's potential, not to overtrade or to like get a little bit like overconfident. I still do think there's potential for this trade to still flip, in the sense that maybe this could be a correctional move for this push correctional move. Maybe price could go to the upside, but I don't recommend you trade that though. You take a loss and you close it. Yeah. So that's a stop hit. Do we say it's part of the game? Well, you can only say that if you're risking responsibly. If you didn't, most likely your account is gone on a single trade. But yeah, it's part of the business. Someone says, okay, I think I read this. Someone says the thing is that our president doesn't have any competitors, so we might not. Okay, please, the development of the country, but in the end, he's still winning. Well, most likely. Sometimes if you don't have any competitors that's really like strong, it's certain that you most likely will be the one to still, take the seat. So, well, if it's a game of probabilities, there's a high probability of that happening, right? Yes, the US and China trade wars are affecting this. Facts. Check this out. There's news actually right now. 13 minutes ago. In fact, 15 minutes ago. Check. Um, there's news here. Okay, it's not even the trade war itself for this. This is a bit different. This is a bit different. Let's check out. Anybody thinks this could be the end of the bull run on gold, like the long term bull run on gold? You guys think this could be the end of it? Like, of course, God is giving us good bullish momentum the last couple of weeks. Could that be the end of it? Let's see news here. Let's look at commodities. What news just came out? Okay, there's no news that recently came out here. But of course, I know about the trade wars going on. Most likely could be the reason for that. Yeah. This came out at 11. And this came out. Okay, this is not it. Okay, this is about the trade wars. Gold remains depressed as a sign of easing U.S.-China trade tensions. This was around 8. So the safe haven is no longer safe haven when it comes down to like stuff. But I don't think it's long term though. I don't think it's long term. To be very honest with you, I personally don't think it's a long term. It's like a long term thing. I don't think it's a long term thing. Why didn't you take the sell on gold in the morning? I wasn't on the charts at the time, so couldn't take it. I think gold has to retest 4,000 before it buys. Maybe not. What type of risk do you use losing 300? I'm pretty sure you would have posted 1,000 profits. Yes, I would have, because I was looking at the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was going to be making around like 900 to 1,000. Yeah. But it's not that bad. We'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, try getting a better version tomorrow. Go to reach 5,000 by Q4. Yeah, it could by Q4. That's a long time. Most likely it could. Q4 is not now, man. It's we still have a stretch to that. Q4 of 2026. We still have a stretch, so there's a high probability that could happen. But I'm looking at, I'm looking at what's currently happening now. Could this be what happened? Okay, could this be an end to the bull run we saw? Like if you go on a daily time frame, there's been a bullish run here on gold, right? Or could this be a retracement to it long term? Okay, maybe price is headed for this, which is 4,000 around here. Yeah, maybe. There's a level here. This is a daily time frame. Well, all those could be assumptions, though. Yeah. Anyway, let's look at Nasdaq. Somebody says let's look at Nasdaq. Yeah, I wasn't sharing my chart there. Let's look at Nasdaq here. We have a New York station open bell that just hit. Price is rejecting this level though, currently. Rejecting this level. I still do think there's still a lot of time to just get a confirmation. I think the best confirmation at some point could happen at the break above, or maybe price could create support in here. All right, like we enter this level, and then maybe we have a candle closing bullish, creating support. Then that could be very interesting to see. Yeah. But there was a candle there that went up and then came down, and there's rejection up there. So most likely, I'm thinking price could come in here before that. So we watch and see what's going to happen here. I'll be a little bit patient with this, extremely patient with it. Especially if I take a loss, I'm always very patient with my next trade. I wanna get the right confirmations. Yeah, I think the smart money is grabbing liquidity. Who's the smart money? Who's the smart? Maybe it might be the end, but we'll only be sure if we get more bullish momentum this week. if this week's candle closes below last week's candle, then we can say that the bull run is over. I don't think that would be, the easiest conclusion. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's is pricing in an interest cut. So even the Fed themselves, if you saw that, they're pricing in an interest cut. So this could be maybe sentimental movements. You know what we call sentimental movements? Movements that are based on sentiments. Okay, how people feel about a situation affects markets. Yes, not only people. In general, we say people because it's people behind the screens, right? So it's ideally how market participants feel about these markets. So because maybe they're expecting a rate cut on what? On Wednesday, okay, from 4.25 to 4%. Maybe these are the fears that's obviously coming with the drop on gold. But who knows what could happen? We could only know until Wednesday, right? Yeah. Anyway, let's check out BTC. I've been on stream for an hour now. Wow, did feel like an hour. Yeah, BTC is into this area here, but don't forget, I said I can only take a sell if the candle closes. The candle is still in motion, so I can't say I could take a sell. But again, it's getting close to what we looked at when we came on stream. All right, so this candle 15 minutes is going to be closing in a bit, so maybe that. Okay, looks like we have volume for sure. Look at how the candle's moving. Maybe that to aim for this looks good. Yeah, but maybe wait for the close of the candle, which could be maybe below that level. Yeah, so this could be good. This could be good. This could be good. Yeah, it could be good. Maybe wait for the candle to close. Maybe wait for the candle to close right there. This is what I mean, guys. So in case you're wondering, this is the screen I'm talking about. So can't see your chart. No, I brought it here now. I brought it here. I was trying to navigate it. I brought it here. So I'm talking about the close being below here. Okay. If price could close below here, because the area of interest is this level. Okay. So the close below here would mean we have a very good potential for this. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got it. Okay, beautiful. Awesome. What could influence more sells on BTC though? What could be an influencing factor? Look at this news here. BTC sold 931 million in inflows last week, totaling 9.4 billion since the Fed hinted the rate cut. Okay. Year-to-date inflows Bitcoin funds to hit 30 billion. Bitcoin has broken out of falling wage, trading above this, nearing this. This is just some technical whatever put out by somebody who assumes this is what's going to happen. Whatever falling wage is there, but I get what they mean. Anyway, yeah. Looks like an uptrend to me. Really? Trade what you see, my man. Okay? Just trade what you see. Don't trade what somebody else is saying. Even myself, trade what you see. If you think what you're seeing is an uptrend, take the buy. Okay? Take the buy. All right? Yeah. Oh, man. The candle hasn't closed. This market is already moving. But sometimes what could happen is this candle could close bearish. The next one opens, creates a high first, and then pushes down later on. So can't say you've missed the trade as yet. No. Right? How does this shutdown affect the markets? Well, news is delayed, news is revised, news is sometimes pushed to later dates. News could all be released at once. It's a lot of things, man. Markets is also indecisive at some point, so volume could be all over the place. Not to say you can't trade, you can trade. Still good market conditions. All right. But you just need to be safe all the time. Have a stop somewhere, protect yourself at all times. Yeah. I guess the chat button guys are seeing heads and shoulders. Or maybe, just maybe. Yeah. Guys, I've been live here for like an hour. I always aim at an hour. Hopefully you loved it, except the loss here, but I mean, I understand that. So we're back most likely tomorrow. We'll see. If I get time, if I don't, maybe Wednesday. So I'll put a link in the description. We'll do an educational program this Saturday. So if you guys want to join, you make sure you be part of it now. Okay, go register if you can now, and be a part of it. So you guys in that over the weekend, it's gonna go on for some time. It's not just like one day and that's it. It's gonna go on for some time. So if you want to learn how to obviously trade long term profitably, I think that should be good for you. It was, I think, around this time last year when I was trading a pro firm and I was showing you guys everything in front of the screens. And I made a think about like, I think that was a total of like 17,000 in payout. I'm talking about the only thing I showed you guys in like a public. I think in total I made like roughly maybe like 20,000 or something around that time. So I know there's a saying that when we're getting into like festive season, there's bad market conditions. You don't trade in festive season. Markets are just not good. That's all fake. That's all fake. As long as markets are moving and in sync with your trading style, I don't think it's still a bad time to trade. Okay, as long as you can see setups in relation with how you trade, take those setups. Some will work, some won't. Make sure most work because you understand the detail of what you do. All right. So yeah, if you want to learn most of this stuff, and probably you could also get onto like a challenge as the year is coming to an end, and just get ready for next year, monetary wise and stuff. Should be good. Should be good. But hopefully we enjoyed today. Probably see you guys on the next one. Well, wait, before I leave, let's see what's happening with Nasdaq. Okay, it looks like the candle is turning out bullish now, but it hasn't closed, so I can't take the trade. It has to close above here. Okay, it has to close above here, but it hasn't yet, so I don't think I can take it now. Let's see if it can close above there. Hopefully it does. Yeah. All right, guys, peace out. See you on Wednesday or tomorrow. Have a beautiful time. Enjoy the rest of your trading day, and I think it's peace out for me. Bye bye till next time.